All right, guys, let me get my mic. Microphone check, microphone check. Let's see. Let's see. Who do we have in the house right now? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I was hearing, hearing T Pain. But let's see if we could get some people in the house. We're gonna do a quick reading right now. Whoever's up and ready, and let's start off. Oh, we got one in the room, baby. Let's see who's 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 in the house. Where are you from? Let's get a couple of more people in here. And we're gonna do a quick reading. Let's see what energy. We got three in the house. Okay, keep it coming, keep it coming. Let's see. What energy? What's the energy for you guys? Wow. I got these three cards. It says your goal is to become untouchable. Value is about yourself. Who cares what anyone has to say, think, or what you do? Because for a lot of you guys, you're stepping into this energy where you're like, you're fucking you're getting rid of your chonies. You're like, fuck that. Those are the old ones. I want the new ones. And you're just becoming different. And you're not seeking nobody's validation but God, which is very important. So a lot of you guys could be working on your healing. This other one says, I'm no longer doubting myself to make difficult decisions. So who's this? One of you guys, the four of you guys that are in here, hit the like button. One of you guys are in this. Hello, baby. Come on in. Look, who's in this energy? I'm no longer doubting myself. You're going after what you want and who you want. Like I see a lot of my ladies like going like, I'm not waiting for this shy guy no more. I want this pelada. But it's a difficult decision. And some of you guys could be listening to somebody like, girl, I wouldn't go up to him. Let him come to you. That bitch would fucking probably take your man if she could. Don't do that. Don't wait. Don't believe. Don't ask. Ask God first. It says, don't ever allow anyone to manipulate you to prove anything. What did I just say right now? And I was looking at y'all, wasn't looking with one eye here, one eye over there. It says, it says, God has opened doors for you. So you don't need nobody's validation or approval. It says, you're going to have people triggered. I might even name it that way. You're from Cali, baby. Cali in the house. I'm about to roll one up, eh? Actually, my friend rolled it up. I didn't. Mm, de la buena, eh? OG Kush. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of guys, you're done with this manipulation. And you're going to have a lot of people triggered. 17, me too, LOL. There we go. I need one. Look, a lot of you guys, you probably are realizing right now because at first you kind of were looking back like if there was flies following you, but it isn't. It's their energy they're trying to send to you. You don't even realize it. You're triggering the hell out of them. They want a reaction out of you, and you're not. It's like you're not even paying attention to them, and they're triggered. And it's a test for you of pride. So don't do it. Don't try to be prideful like this. No, just keep moving like you're not even hearing them or seeing them. For some of you guys, you could be triggered like this fucker is fine, fine. And he could be all like this, and it's your test. Because he could look like he looks, but he could be undercover gay. And this your test. My friend is like, she knows. Yes, and you don't want, be obedient. The devil could trick you. And then the best person is the chubby one. He could have a little bit of a belly, and that's a sexual callus in Mexico. That's what we call it. And then you're over there, and that fucker rather be working out, helping another one squat. Okay, fuck that. You don't need it. And if you're you're a man listening to this, no offense, but yes, for my ladies, this I'm gonna tell you these cards that came out. It says right here, trust. What's the number two right here? You're gonna have to fill it out. Trust what? Trust your nalgas. Your nalgas are saying no. Trust it. Don't sit there and be like, but infinite, I won't have it. Don't worry. You could go to buy, they have all colors and all options. But trust your nalgas. You're being tested. I'm telling you. When they turn others to isolate you, it's a blessing in disguise. It leads you to God's hands. Like God is gonna be like, just come over here, I got you, and He'll whoop some spiritual ass on them. You don't have to do that. God has better plans for you. It says, my goal is to help others understand their situation. Now, let me tell you what I just got from this. For some of you guys, you could be like, what are you gonna help? How? Some of you guys could be turning into sexologists. Who knows? For a lot of you guys, you're just looking at things from a higher perspective. And if you got betrayed, you're teaching other people like, yo, this is not worth it. Don't go back to the looks and everything. They're not gonna love you. They could be even steroids. They're not even real. That's what I'm downloading, eh? So look at things from a higher perspective and regain your confidence and trust in your journey. A lot of you guys are dealing with self-esteem worth. The last person could have fucked you up mentally. And then he didn't even last more than 2 minutes. And then he's blaming it on you. Oh, it's because you didn't move this way. Oh, it's because you were right there. Oh, you didn't, grab it this way. Puro pinche pedo. I'm telling you, they made you feel insecure. And you the fucking bomb, baby. Put it in the comments. I'm the bomb. La más chingona, the most sexiest one. You guys are dealing with somebody. He was having issues and then he wants to blame it on you. It's not getting up because you breathe a certain way. I don't know who I'm picking this up. And here you are. You're like, bitch, I didn't do nothing. They want you to hold your breath and mad as hell. It's cause instead of saying, babe, I'm fucking tired. I'm nervous. They cut my hours. Okay, well, don't worry about it. I got you, chiquito. Like you telling your man, like, don't you worry. Let me rub your back. Let me rub your belly. You might have to, kick start it by, going like this on his boss, but el pinche chiquito, and then he might jump and you'll change his mind. But don't let him kill your confidence. Because for my ladies that are listening, yeah, you could be like, yo, I didn't do nothing infinite. It just went, he was holding his breath. Tell him to give him a video of the breathing exercises like that, so he knows because the fucker passed out. I know from experience, fuckers. I would be smashing. I'd be so excited. And the fucker down there would be like, hey, oh, are you gonna breathe, fucker? I didn't know these breath exercises. I learned. You have to have somebody that's willing to learn because you'll be dealing with somebody that just wants to get on top and just right away and he's macho man. I don't know. I'm picking up on my ladies. For my men, you could be dealing with somebody that you're so into them. And they're like, oh my God, I can't handle it no more. Because they never had a Latin lover like you, bitch. You might want to send it to your man. So I have to balance it out. Some people here, and if you're a different race, you could be like, yo, in the past life I was a Latin lover, bitch. And you take it easy, slow. Hold their hands right there, confidence. Look them in the eyes. Make sure you brush your teeth, fuckers, because it can smell. That's what I'm picking up. Yo, who's feeling this? Native American? Yeah, you chase them around like you better get it up, bitch. Or si no, um, I'm gonna have to call somebody else. I heard, but it says to overcome betrayals with love, huh? Understanding the lesson. You just gotta understand it. Be like, yo, you betrayed me. And still, like some of you guys are dealing with somebody that betrayed you, and you shouldn't even be mad. You're like, bitch, you betrayed me. You can't even get it up over here, cabron. What the fuck? You don't know whether to be mad or happy. Guys, I'm channeling right now, so I don't know where this is coming from. This is serious stuff. Hit the like button, share. Yo, tell your tia, yo, this fucking Mexican just came on. He looks negrito, pero está hablando las cosas serio. Yes. I'm telling you, this is like, you could be telling your man, because you guys, you love this man. Whoever's listening right now, a few of you guys, some of you guys are like, fuck that puto motherfucker, cheap ass. He doesn't even look my chiquito. But some of you guys do love this person. And you're like, gordo, come on, let's go to the pinche doctor. And you should push them because it could be health issues, but a lot of the times we just need a little help. Give them a back rub. Man, I had to stop. I don't want to call nobody out, but if you start massaging him and you get on top of his back and you're popping his back, I see like you see on TV, and he starts to feel good, you might get triggered. Remember we saw triggered? Because he might be going to those places con las chinitas. Don't get mad. He's not getting a happy ending. If he's not getting it with you, he's not getting it there. But maybe you need to relax. Some of you maybe so. At least it's just a hand job. It's not, he might tell you it was just a hand job. But can she do it better than me? That's what you might be saying. So, so look, practice. Remember, practice. All the good memories, moments of those that have hurt you and made you feel good. Guys, a lot of you guys, hello, what's going on? Yes, I divorced due to that. You divorced him because he was getting a hand job from somebody else? Or he was cheating? It's unfortunately. I bet he regrets it. You might have took him to the cleaners. Pobrecito, trying to get on his feet. He learned. You're like, he learned. He fucking had to learn the hard way. And it wasn't hard. Yes. The happy ending massage. Yes. Can you imagine? Oh, Lord, let's not get stuck on that. But look, it says chakra affirmations. I started to laugh. You're like, the third eye chakra visualization. And we don't want to picture that. This is my third eye is open and I have profound vision. No, I don't take him to the cleaners. I made the divorce very fair. You're awesome. No, his ex-wife. Yo, you're awesome. If you did that, you know how much blessings you're gonna get, especially your kids. They're gonna love you for that. And you breaking that generational curses is not about the monetary things. Because if you were fair, man, the kids, you showed an example. One, that you broke the curse of, hey, I'm not gonna settle. I deserve love. I deserve un pinche machete, whether big or small, but it's fucking gonna be there until 80 years old, if you live that old. And you teach your kids like, yo, you don't have to fight. You don't have to argue. We can work this shit out. Yeah, just in case your dad wants to come back with more feria and harder, stiffer, then yeah, because he might, you never know. There's people that get remarried. And you're like, not me. Fuck that. So it says the crown chakra. Another affirmation is I embody my alchemy, wisdom, and I am open to divine spirit within me. Hello, welcome in, guys. Yes, joint custody and child support. That's crazy, man. Sometimes, I was talking to some people that, like, they'd be mad, like, fuck, why didn't I know he was gay or she was gay? Oh, no, you didn't know? Yeah. Mhm, mhm. No, you can go out the other way. Mhm. Oh, that's yeah. So anyway, sorry guys. So let's see. Where were we at? See, look, I bet you learned. LOL. See, some of you guys. Oh, I was going back to that. I just got it. Some of you guys, there's some people that are so bitter and they're like, I can't believe and they did this or they turned and we all change. We all develop different. So we change as we grow older. We're gonna look different. We're gonna act different. Our body changes. And if you're not aligned with your person, like both of you guys aren't the same because some of you guys work and both of you guys are so busy and then you go to work and some of you guys spend too much time at work and then there's somebody there that is telling you, you look so good, Rosita Linda, Michelle. Oh my God, when you bend over, my heart dropped. And then you go home and that fucker's like, bitch, you didn't bring dinner. And you're thinking over there of pinche Michael, Felipito. He might be shorter, but he's telling you, baby, and then he don't even speak that much English. How do you say I love you so much? Ese pedorro se mira bonito, something like that. And yo, it makes it hard if you're not on the same page, and then you're wondering, man, they better not be messing with my Jacob over there, you know, Juanecito, and the secretary's like, Mr. Robinson, what do you want for? And you're pissed. Yo, we all grow to apart. It says the jealousy is so freaking real. Like some of you guys, the jealousy all of a sudden kicked in. And for some of you guys, first of all, you guys were so jealous. And then you started to spiritual awake. You might want to call it that way, or somebody else got your attention and then you pulled back. And then the fucker, he's like, why is she jealous? And now he's jealous. And some of you guys have been playing that back and forth. And then, it's like, then it goes back to where you're jealous. I don't know, something like that. The pull and pull kind of thing. I'm not looking for superficial. I'm looking for authentic. You want him to keep it real. Yes, he was extremely jealous. Like, yo, where does that come from? Some of you guys, you make him jealous and you loved it. You loved it all the way. Universe surprised me. Yo, yes. Yeah, like he could tell you, like, yo, I don't care what you think, what you feel about me, but you look so damn sexy. Now take it off. Take a shower first, y luego take it off. Meet me in the bedroom. And you might tell him, bitch, you go take a shower, make sure you clean your fucking toenails and your toe stinky ass feet. You're riding them backwards and you're holding on to his fucking eagle toe, and they're not even trimmed. They're fucking cutting your hands. You know what I'm saying? You get pissed. Hasta un pinche pedo le tiras. But look, jealousy. It says, damn, a lot of y'all don't understand. For some of you, that's this. If this isn't in love, like you have a freaking sibling that is so jealous of you. Why does she always get the fucking fine ones? Why does she always get the most rich ones? Why the most attractive, the ones that everybody likes, the charismatic? I'm hearing el más funny. Why does she always get the ones that are like this? And I'm picturing for some of you guys, you're mad because what do? Your guy could have a big package and then you go on family vacations and then he likes to wear those tarantaras to go in the fucking ocean or in the pools, and you're like, bitch, put a boxer. No. Hey. And then your sister's has a man with a little ass pecker. Pissed off. Sister, you always get. And then if you room, like, you know how they have the dividing rooms? I don't know who I'm channeling. And man, he's breaking her off. And then you're looking at your dude, or she's looking at you like, fuck. This is serious things right here. This is a serious talk. This is why it's midnight love triangulation or something. But you triggering the shit on them. You always get the good ones. You might have had this problem when you were young, but now that you're older, some of you guys look younger, and you're both of you guys are aligned. So if this is coming, if it hasn't happened, you're about to step in there. Be careful with your sister or brother. Yes, for some of you guys, it's a cousin. I want to be so loved. Yeah, me. You want somebody to throw you right and smell you everywhere, even when the sun don't shines. Some who likes the little peckers. Some of you guys like little peckers. The jealousy is real. I don't know why this energy is coming, but it says siblings. When you, man, let's get out of this. And I said, look, the mud and the beach. For some of you guys, yeah, like you could have a brother that's jealous. Like you always get the ones that are so nice and looking hot, very, cordial. I heard it says, till my last day, I'll be loving you. Somebody hates the way your person loves you. And some of you guys, even your parents, are so jealous of your relationship. Why do you guys get so along? Why do you guys are progressing so much? Oh, but when I was your age, I didn't have that. Yo, like that jealousy, that comparison. If you have a sibling that you and your partner could be advancing, and they're over there, and there's an age gap, but they want to be more than you or equal as you, and they can, but they want to do it in a dirty ass way. That's what I'm channeling. Hmm. So look, this came out. It says Psalms 31, 37, 28. This could be for some of you guys. It says right here, for the Lord loves justice and will never abandon the godly. So this is about justice. For some of you guys, if they did you dirty, like they interrupted in your relationship, they interfered, they sabotaged you guys in whichever way, and it could be years that pass by, and you're finding out the pinchy karma they're gonna get. For some of you guys, if it's a sibling, like a man that, a brother messed around, their fucking pecker's not gonna work, and they're gonna have justice. They might turn gay. That could be, that could be something of their punishment. That's deep. I wouldn't want to be in that position. And some of you guys, he was already that way. And if it's a woman, the same thing. They'll never have, because they were so jealous and they did magic or they did something. Guess what happens? They'll never find true love until they repent. That's what I'm hearing. It says, always seek validation, motivation, and validation from God. Once you get that, you're on track. I found a man who was perfect for me, and I want him back. Have you reached out to him? It says, I just can't forgive betrayal. That's deep. There's some betrayals that are unforgivable. And let me tell you something that I had earlier that came across on TikTok that I saw a priest. He was validated. Yeah. And it was a father, like a priest, and he was talking about, he goes, betrayal, God takes it so serious. If the person does not come and do right by you, God will not forgive them. And this is coming from a Catholic priest. And I was tripping out. I was like, yo, for reals. He said, yes, if they took from you, stole from you, they sabotaged you, if they don't come, because this is a lot, has to do with the bloodline, like family. And that's curse is deeper. Like that's a fucking crazy ass curse. So if they don't, if there was inheritance and you had siblings that sabotaged you, they took from you. Since we're moving into the end of times, they were saying the karma is harder. And yo, when some of them think they can take it to the grave, and when they do, yeah, they can. But the priest was saying, yeah, but they got to deal with the consequences when they're in hell, because they have the time to do right. And that's why for a lot of you guys, betrayal could hurt you so deep that it affects you from moving forward. They think they're laughing, they got one over you, and they do. They do got one over you because you're holding on to resentment and you're holding yourself back. But the minute that you give it to God and you get on your journey, you start to enjoy, laugh. And when you look at them, make sure you don't look with anger. Just don't give them no energy. Like, yo, I forgive you, pero a la chingada. And you move on your journey. And if they don't do right by you, trust me, it's going to kill them inside that you're not reacting anymore. Why aren't they triggered? Remember, we started with the trigger word? Because you know that God is going to bless you up ahead. And they're going to have to deal with the consequences. And for some of you guys, they could come and apologize, but doesn't mean you're going to sit there and chill with them. No, you'd be like, yo, some of you guys might say, you got to earn your trust. What could be a spouse, it could be a parental figure, or it could be a sibling. You might give them an opportunity and they might change. Not all of you guys, but for some of you guys, you'll know if they change. Good. That person, the person that knows how to forgive and ask for, take accountability and come sincerely and forgive, you'll know. And that's a keeper, because he will change, not for you that got betrayed. He'll change for himself. And that means a lot, because then he's back in your life, and he knows. He knew it wasn't right back in the days when he betrayed you, but he knows he learned the lesson. And he'll cherish you, honor you. Not all of you guys. That's why you have to use your discernment. But yo, don't be afraid to give another person a second chance. Some of you guys like, fuck that, it was 30. Well, if you see him change, There's a difference. And even if he fails, you didn't fail. He did. And this time around, you don't step into your emotions. This time, when you let go with love and the power of you controlling your emotions and knowing you did everything possible. And this time he betrayed you, like once again, but you didn't react and you're not hurt. And you're gonna shock yourself. You're gonna be like, yo, infinite, like for reals. And you're gonna shock the fuck out of them. But most importantly, you're gonna understand, like, yo, this whole time I never should have been taking things personal. And you get extra points because you gave them an opportunity. And then you didn't react the way you used to in the past. And then you finally close the door and you move forward with a great attitude. You like got major points. Yo. So look, somebody will say, till my last days, I'll be loving you. For some of you guys together, for some of you guys, they might just see you on a picture. They might see you on the news. You fucking succeeding like a motherfucker. Not with them no more. Look, thank you. That was a message. Like, thank you. You might be saying, hi, after they apologize. Thank you. Next. Maybe in Spanish. Thank you. Gracias. Adios. Te bendizo. And you will release with love. And it's gonna shock them. You get more blessings. The devil's gonna be pissed that you let them go with love. It says one smile can change the world, but your smile changes mine. See the energy that's coming after I'm telling you about releasing with love and even giving the opportunity for that one, the person that says I changed. And then if he does fail you, or you might fail them, but if they fail you, you'll be like, yo, that second round, I learned my lesson because I'm leaving without crying. I'm leaving just knowing that, yo, it was meant to be this and moving on. And he'll know or she'll know there's no other chances. And they're just gonna be, but I'm gonna love you until the day that I die. hmm Yeah, it's this, and you keep smiling. A lot of you guys, your smile, your ability to be able to navigate in this journey, this spiritual journey, like yo, you're about to change many people's lives. Yo, your smile is amazing. I don't care how ugly you think you look. Did you notice that I said think? Yo, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're courageous. The minute that you allow somebody else to make you feel a certain way, that's their opinion. That shouldn't matter to you. You're actually a reflection. They're telling you that, but you're a mirror to them. That's how they feel. And you should tell them, like, yo, I can't believe you feel that way about me. It doesn't change my opinion how I feel. You're gorgeous, you're fine, you're handsome. But thank you for telling me how you really think about me, and I'm not mad. But I know we ain't supposed to be together because that's how you feel. I don't tolerate that shit. And you keep it pushing. And they'll chase if you'll see, I'm sorry. Yo, that shit hurts. But I don't cry about it. I just know that it's not tolerable. I want to know that I'm beautiful. I want to know that you value me, that you value everything that I do. I clean your ugly ass underwear, skid marks and all. Yo, I have to buy extra fucking special bleach to get the skid marks off. Yo, I cook, clean, and work. And I have to deal with your stinky ass balls when I'm down there. Yo, like you have to be upfront, blunt, with love. If that other bitch can handle those stinky ass balls and nasty, like you don't even take a shower, huele a caca, and I'm still down there. I need like a fucking one of those scuba divers. He'll be like, "What do you mean, bitch? At least put some cologne, no chingues." You might even have to lift his legs and put powder on his ass, make him feel like a baby. Be like, bitch, if you ain't cleaning it, I'll clean it. Get some wipes or something. Guys, I'm channeling this shit. Look, justice. Proverbs. And look, the song from Key Sweat is coming out. At one point that might have said, nobody's gonna. Now you're like, nobody's gonna do you like I do, bitch. I had to put diaper, what is it called? The spray. You might even get, if you go to Ross, they have the spray of cologne. You're like, what are you doing? It pick his legs up. You might even get a trimmer right there. Be like, this pinche lawnmower for breeze. All right. It says, remember 1 Peter 3:17. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody named Peter or with just Peter, pinche Peter. Yeah, I think you hit that button. It says, it is better to suffer for doing good than to suffer for doing wrong. And that's controversial. I know. I could feel you. That is what God wants. You don't believe me? As it is written in Peter 4:12-13. Yo, yeah, sometimes, when people hurt you, the way you respond back, like, yo, I loved you. I loved you. Not that I love you. I loved you. But I have to let you go with love. What do you mean? No, that just you're not crossing my boundaries no more. I don't tolerate this. And when you learn to be upfront and tell them, look, like when you're getting together, tell them upfront, bitch, you're not getting these cookies. I tell girls all the time, bitch, you're not getting my little ass pecker. Yo, I have rules. Can you go down for 15, 20 minutes? I want my fucking toes like this. Let me see your medical card, bitch. And I'm like, you think I'm just gonna give my little pecker? No, mine is special. Not just cualquier nalga's gonna touch it. So some of you guys, you could be like, yo, where are we at? Some of you guys don't care. Like, I want you, but I don't want you forever. Like, bitch, just temporary. Yeah, friends with benefits. And you could be honest, be like, yo, we can't fall in love. There's consequences to that too. So be upfront. Don't string people's feelings along. It says, God is reminding you that you carry the strength, the wisdom. I think this one's for me, bitches. Oh my God. And discernment. I didn't even know what the fuck I wrote. Forged in your spiritual journey. I'm telling you, this was for me. For some of you guys too. It says they thought they was taken from you, but in reality, they only highlighted the depth of your divine connection and your purpose. Yo, I'm living proof. Living proof 37:25. Let's equal it out. Let's get this energy because some of you guys are being blessed right now. You're like, ah, la chingada, that's true. And people everywhere, like some of you guys, there's so much jealousy. You don't even know it. There's other people wherever you work at, they're like, man, this person just came here and everybody changed. So they want to tag team. They want to use your material. They want to talk about your shit. They're so worried about collective. Like, let me put it out there first. And you're like, bitch, this your story. And they're so happy they never walked in your shoes. Half of these putos, they never even experienced the situations that you have. Near left. Some of you guys know El Pinche Cucuy. And if, you know, back in the days, the succubus, incubus, however, whoever you are, you would come in, you would be scared. Oh my God. And now they're scared of you. You're like, bitch, we're doing 3 rounds over here, bitch. If not, get the fuck out the window. Love it, Cheech. Yes, baby. Yo, I'm gonna change the game. I told you guys, these motherfuckers think I sit back and relax. When God tells you to sit back and relax, pay attention. I'll be like, can I roll one? Yes, calmado. You know? So a lot of you guys, yeah, they thought they was taking from you. But I always say this, man, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna educate you. Embody this energy and know God in the sense where in the scripture it says, I will bless those who bless you, mijo or mija. And I will curse those who curse you. And you don't even got to hear about it. Let them take from you. Everything they took from you, they made money from you, that it was your path, they got to pay it back. It says it. The thief will have to pay you. And even if they got to sell their fucking house, when you believe that, you will walk with freedom. You will know who's backing you up. That puto wants to hurt you. También putas, I gotta say. He said, hey, las putas también. God is amazing. Let them hurt you. Let them try to, because some of you guys are dealing with siblings, friends, co-workers. Here you are, you put them on game, and then they want to shortstop you. And some of you guys, man or woman, y'all are dealing. You're feeling like Christian, but back in the days you were gangsters. You would chop a dick. Pinche Lorena Bobbitt. That's why they don't call you back. They know they betrayed you. You think they're gonna sit there and be like, yeah, she'll come back and I'm gonna go in there and let 'em que me mame el pinche palo. Yeah, you got that look like, bitch. Try me. You might even entertain it. And you, they're scared you're gonna chop it off. I don't know who needed to hear that, but don't do that. You don't want karma. You don't want to go to jail. That's fucked up. Because God choose you for you. God, dude, God loves us, man. The way He made us. It says, Lord, give, Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake, Lord, have your way in me. And yo, this is my personal note. I shouldn't even put it in there, but this is how Infinite fucking does it. This is how he lives. And people like that know me, they're like, Infinite, but you're fucking crazy. You do crazy shit. I said, yeah, but that's the way God made me. What do you want me to do? Like, I've never seen that side of you. Well, bitch, you were just a spectator that moment. That motherfucker, that situation, they crossed the line. And some of you guys are in that situation. They did reactive abuse, that narcissistic BS. But once God pulls you away from those person, they lost a real one that would protected them. And now that's why it says, in Spanish, it says con el tiempo, with time, they will see who was really at fault. See, they teamed up with your enemies, and they were happy. They wanted that your person to ruin, to betray you. And they thought they had protection. Go look at Pinchy Casino. You think that dude was gonna turn away Pinchy Panoche? He was fucking choking. But he wasn't gonna betray his friend. That fucker was making money. And nobody, no man with an organization is stupid enough to go and hey, let me save you, Captain. Save a whole and ruin a whole organization. Don't ever let a man. I got to protect you. Go look at that movie. Just live in proof if you street life. If you know that shit, don't ever fall. Some of us. That's why I tell you, never take anything personal. Anything. Ain't nobody gonna die for another person. Hell no. They'll turn gay. I'm telling you, I wasn't me that was sleeping with your chick. Oh, okay, cabrón. You'll be like, yo, I thought you were a man. I'm telling you, they can have muscles and everything, pero son más putos. I don't know who needed to hear that, pero let's push it forward. And if don't get mad if I'm channeling fuckers. If you're a man, I got muscles. Then if it triggered you, then you take it up with God and yourself. Family and friends, ex-lovers and co-worker. He got about 11 hating. Man, I'm telling you, is it that funny? Some of you guys, you're like tripping out, like, dude, it takes a whole fucking army. I'm one person. No mames. Saludos desde Nueva York. Saludos, Carolina, del norte de Santo Domingo. Que Dios me los bendiga mucho. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo y que sigan sonriendo, que sigan alegre. No dejen que nadie los vaya a tumbar de su camino. Pisces in the house. I love you too. God bless all of us. Yes. Yes. Never let nobody knock you off your journey. Get back up like a soldier, a OG, a real one. You might get a scratch here and there. And you get up, got it. Okay, what did I need to learn from this? Fuck that. I'll leave that dude with the pinche calzones. Por todo regalo. Sí, todo amor. Haz todo con amor. Do everything with love and see how things change. Look, somebody's nervous. They're like, oh. And some of you guys, it could be because of this fight, or somebody's gonna find out you were with who, and da, da, da. Or some of you guys, this could be in love, and he's taking his clothes off, and you're like, oh my God, is that really gonna fit in there? Yes, you could be like, oh, but I wanted it, and you could have asked God, God, I want a pinchy guy with a big machete. And the guy, he could look different on the outside. You're not expecting. He could be short, and then all of a sudden, boom, it rolls out. You're like, fuck, I thought it was gonna be this. And no, and you're like, but that's what you wanted. Yes. And you're like, maybe I could do it. But for a lot of you guys, yeah, you're like, you're thinking about how am I gonna tell this person that I'm done? You see this person right here, look, this could be you. And if you're a man, you could be like this. And this woman's like, I told you to bring eggs and bacon. And she didn't tell you that. And right now you're not even fighting no more. Because back in the past, you're like, fuck, I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna get none. I fucked up. And if you're a woman and a guy is like castigándote, oh my God, that's gay. I don't care how mad you are, I'm gonna still give it to you. But some of you guys are dealing with that, are narcissistic. Oh no, I'm not gonna give it to you. And then playing that stupid game, not talking to you, ignoring you. What kind of shit is that? If you're a man and you're doing this shit, no mames way. For my ladies, don't even tell them. Just, you know, some of you guys could be like this, like, yo. And a lot of you guys, if your person could be reacting this way, this is this is I'm just channeling. This could be work. This is work. It could be a love spell. You're like, fuck, the pinche love spell went backwards. It went upside down. And you could be, this could be you or somebody else that you know. And they're like, fuck, he was supposed to give it to me and he doesn't, but he wants to argue back and forth. And you could be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done the love spell. Because the brujo or bruja didn't tell you that. They're not going to tell you. When you go back, they're like, oh, guess, you know what? If we do another one and here you are forking more money and more karma. Fuck that. You're like, how do I do it to calm down? And you could be like, oh my God, it is backfiring. And then if it's a love spell, they didn't tell you that they were gonna be nagging. Come on, where you going? The minute that where you going, where you been, how long? You were you really there? Oh, you're like this. It's fucking they didn't tell you that part of the love spell. And you're wondering, oh my God, I used to love this fucker. Now I have to let him go. And then here you go, the brujo with the pinche moles everywhere. I could do this, to separate y'all. Oh, fuck that. They go crazy. Guys, this is serious. This is serious. Let's put it back in here. Somebody's nervous. They're like, huh? And whoever betrayed you guys, if this is a parental figure, they're fucking nervous. Some of you guys, the one that carried you, did you so dirty and then expects to have a green card, literally like green card to not go back to Mexico or somewhere else for some of you guys, but they did you so dirty and they justify it. I didn't tell you to marry that bitch. I didn't tell you to fucking have kids with that bitch. Or man, I didn't tell you que te casaras con ese. Some of you guys have a mother that doesn't take accountability. I didn't tell to go mess with your brother like that, like to be a peasant or what do you call it, where they're provoking you. Yo, this is serious. Like, look, they're embarrassed because people are finding out. They told everybody that you were the problem, and you could have been the OG in your family. So when people were saying es el cabrón, es la cabrona, she's the black sheep, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with that? But what you didn't know, for some of you guys, they plotted on taking all your shit. Yes, even law enforcement could have been there. Oh, it was never me, it's them, it's ellos. And for some of you guys, you weren't there. It was a sibling that is the one that your parent likes. Oh, pobrecito mi hijotito que no vaya a la cárcel. No, mejor él o ella. She doesn't take accountability. Or I don't think this is a father doing this. This is a mother. See? And they could be biting their nails. They don't want you to find out, and you probably forgave them. You're like, you know your mission. You know the assignment. This is serious. This is not laughing. I'm not laughing because a mí me pasó. And I love my mama, but I learned that she doesn't love me the same. What I expected love to be, it wasn't given to me. Even as a grown, this woman saw another person take everything from me. That was hurtful. And I had to forgive. I had to let go. That's hard, yo. If my dad would have been alive, it wouldn't happen. But even when he was alive, she was mad at me, like, yo, because I had a good relationship with him. Because my brother didn't want to work. He wanted to be, he's the youngest, but he wanted to be having more than me, more than my sisters. That shit is jealousy. Like I never saw him. I never in my life thought that I would experience that, guys, and it hurt. Imagine your ex telling you your parents love me more than they love you, and then it becomes true. They were hiding the whole time. They were plotting against you. Yo, te quitan una casa de $1 million way. You're gonna feel hurt and paid off. Shit, and they're not defending you. What hurt me the most is the effect that it had on my kids. Because none of these other assholes, and I'm being straight right now, I'm being vulnerable with you guys. My sister, they didn't care. My brother, my mom, they didn't care how they were affected. Yo, at first they were laughing and they remember. I remember they used to talk so much shit about you, and then in your face they wouldn't say nothing the whole time they were plotting. And then later on, they lost their cousins. Nobody los pela, and they come. They're like, "Pa, this is fucked up," and they're grown. That's why God, for some of you guys, it's divine timing. Let it pass by. I prayed, God, allow time. I don't want my kids in the street. You know, divorce can get nasty. So I had to be a man, whether they looked at me whichever way. It was humiliating. But at least my kids were still in a nice home. They were living okay. That was just physical. But emotional, they were hurt. And the court doesn't help. They give you advice, pendejo advice, and it just destroys our families. Look, for some of you guys at work, whoever, we're gonna get off that the energy, but somebody had to hear it, guys, and I had to be straight up. I had to, some whoever needed to hear it, share it with somebody that's going through there. I'm working with the night shift, just checking in. Well, it's about to get good. Look, at work, somebody's pissed off. Look, they wanted to take your position, guys, and the person that is nervous, they're like, fuck. And this was a person that really, man or woman or a manager, bitch, you're gonna do what I say and when I say, and they were taking credit for your shit. And you could have stayed silent. You could have been embarrassed by this person. This person did you dirty. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, if it's sex, your dude comes in with some dirty ass feet. And how do you ride them and you're feeling all that stinky? You know what I'm saying? And if you're a lady, like, yo, limpiate las patas, cabrona. He has them right here. He wants to kiss your toes. All right, guys. So at work, somebody's embarrassed because now they they thought they knew everything. They wanted your life. They wanted a destiny swap, and if they did pay for it and it backfired, look, everybody's counting. What? ¿Dónde está Rigoberto? ¿Dónde está Anita? You know, Graviela, que sabe que tanto. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Chona? And he doesn't want to hear it. It could be a woman too, whichever way, and they're not cutting it because what? With time, everything comes out. This person did you dirty. Look, all you wanted was acceptance, but they did you dirty. They betrayed you, and you could have been crushed. But if you carry on your mission and you tell God, like, yo, if you allow this person or this group or this colleague or this business partner or a coworker, you might even help them get the job, and then they backstab you, whichever way. If you just trust, regardless, and even if they humiliate you, that's even a greater sign that you're gonna be more successful. Because when people try to do that humiliation and they gather all these people, look, it backfires with time. They're on this, they're thinking, fuck, it used to be good over here. It might even close the whole company or something. And look, you're thankful that you're not there. Because maybe for some of you guys, every time you were the problem solver. And they're remembering, and people are like, no, bitch, you said you could handle it. We're counting on you. We're losing money. And you're thankful that you're not going through that. At first, it could be awkward. No, I want to go back in there. Let me put on my mask. No, you're pulling back and you're like, no, la chingada. And when you pull back and you don't seek revenge, guess what? Paz, el dinero viene, success. Look, this guy's looking at God like, yo, I don't care about the money. I care about you, God. As long as I'm walking with you, man or woman, look, money falls. And this person's not a money hungry person. That's why blessings will come to you when you seek God's validation. It'll effortlessly come to you. And then you get into your purpose You're not even worried about the money because you're enjoying what you do. Now you could go back to fight for your job where you were, I hate my job. And everybody's complaining because they're putting all the pressure on you and you didn't have the confidence to tell them, vete la chingada, fuck you. They all want you to do their part of the work. And then you were people pleasing. I want them to love me. I want them to like me. They need me. And no, God is telling you, no, I don't need you there. I need you over here. And now you're looking at God like, whoa, why didn't I listen to you before? For some of you guys, you could be stripping like a motherfucker. You're like, why didn't I come stripping? Look at all the money they're throwing at you. Man or woman. Shit, I'll strip if the price is right. No, I'm just kidding. So look, genuine. You're not fake. Yo, one of the things that you're gonna notice that when you start stepping into your journey, knowing who you are, this isolation, this betrayal, this nervous of what are they gonna think about me if I step into my calling? Yo, you're gonna realize that you don't have to be nobody. I have fun with God. I'm telling you guys in my other videos, if you go back and check them out, you'll see where I'm dropping gems. Like God will tell me, I want you to act stupid, pendejo, don't even make sense. Yo, it takes a lot of balls to do that. But when you're dealing and connecting with God and seeking his validation and you have that communication, you're gonna do it no matter what anybody thinks. I'll pull away if he says, hey, I want you to go chill and don't do videos. Let everybody think that you're fucked up. So I'll take a picture. Acá tirado and make them think they're winning. And God will laugh, so will you. But you gotta be fine-tuned. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know that God has your back regardless. See? And even if people laugh, they might see you, oh, you're in the negative with your bills. And you're not mad. You're not nervous because you might have used to be like this, embarrassed. Well, why should I be embarrassed? God has got me. So what if I struggle? See, they're looking at you like this, but maybe you've been away for a while. Nobody knows where you're at, and people are online curious. And some of them are gonna get caught because they're watching you at work and they shouldn't even be watching you. For some of you guys, they're curious, they're wondering where you're at. They're horny, they want you. Oh my God, and they're like this person is not my ex or fuck. They settled for somebody, and this person could have been, I took your woman, I took your man. And you might pretend like you're crying, I can't believe it. But inside you, you're like, fuck, hijo de su pinche madre, no sabe. See, you feel humble and you stay quiet. Look, if somebody didn't fight for you, or if somebody like you didn't fight and they think they took your person, they're pendejos. Because when they're worth it, they're gonna fight. I don't care what anybody thinks. Like I said, with the business, they're gonna be like, oh man, they're gonna find out. Because some of you guys dirá, calladito te miras más bonita. You just let them think whatever you think, because when you do that and you trust in God, look, fresh start. And it's about to be St. Patrick Day, baby. Jesus is the way, baby. Always. And look, yeah, after a while, you're gonna be like, fuck, I need a rinse. And when you're in the shower, ladies, show yourself love. Visualize, damn, I'm fucking sexy. Pick up one and clean it, pick up the other. For my guys, fucking work your testicles, massage them. You'll see it starts, you get blood flow. Trim that fucker, it'll look bigger. And look, they wanted you in this energy. And for my ladies, that if you had a man that left you out there in the cold where you were struggling like that, like this, el pinche karma. You don't do that to children. To a lady, like, yo, a lady has a hard time, man. At least my point of view, I'm not a guy that, oh, I'm people pleasing. No, a woman, you came into this world to be a woman. And if you know your roles, you know your roles. But a woman can get taken advantage easily when you're at your bottom. And then you have kids, you're struggling. And sometimes, you don't have a choice. And that's kind of sad. And some of you guys as kids, we seen that happen to our moms where our dads were assholes. And then some of them could have died early. They could have been locked up. And who betrayed them? Their own family. And here comes El Tío, here comes the friend trying to get up on your mama. Some of you guys experienced that shit. Yo, you know how hurtful it is? Some of you guys keep so quiet. Some of you guys, yeah, that's what I'm picking up. But what they don't see is your comeback. See? And for some of you guys, you could have helped. Some of you guys, my ladies, you were helping a fucking bum that didn't have any interest in helping you. And you're learning. You're learning that, yo, that picker ain't that good enough for putting that person first. And even for my males, you were dealing with a pinchy gold digger. They didn't have nobody. You had the energy, the looks, you might not have the looks, they said, but you had the energy, had the connections. For some of you guys, if you're a male, you could have, they were abandoned even from their own family. But your energy, your charisma, yo, it made them reunite. Like their family, you maybe threw parties and here they are coming back. You brought it together. Only for them to betray you, make you look like the bad one, rob you. At this point, man or woman, and their families now look at it and they're like, no, you did this to such and such. And this could be a friend. See how it's different? Yo, I can't believe you did it. Because for some of you guys, the people that betrayed you, that didn't even want to know your side of the story. Guess what? They're guilty by association. And they were being blessed through you. You put them on game. And they're pissed. Well, I thought you said this. They shouldn't even be complaining and telling, well, I thought you said this. No, they should have came to you. They should have asked you, yo, what's going on? But they're guilty and they're feeling the karma's coming and les viene gacho. And you don't even have to do nothing. For some of you guys, you don't want nothing to do with them. And that's their karma. Plus, for hurting you, for leaving you in this position, man or woman. Some of you guys, you helped your friends, your family, your brothers, sisters, your parents, your cousins. Some of you guys have a cousin so mad and you didn't help them, and it could have been you didn't have the money at the time, or whatever they were working on, it wasn't gonna get nowhere. It wasn't. They were gonna be more in debt, in other words, and they got offended, not knowing that it was a blessing because they would have owed you that money, and then other people, it would have been worse. But you have a relative that they can't handle rejection. They can't handle wisdom looking at it like, yo, man, thank God you didn't. This business failed. For some of you guys, they were creating a business to get at somebody, to prove a point to somebody. And you're not gonna win like that. Because God sees it. Oh, you're doing it to want to prove. What is that? Yeah, yeah. Right there, and look in the plug right there. Some of you guys, yeah, you have a relative that were, God will look at it and says, you're doing it in bad intentions. Trying to prove everybody wrong instead of trying to, make secure that your family is gonna do good. No, they wanted to, boost and everything. Oh, some of you guys could have even, like in mind, that loco. But we're not gonna talk about it. This person could be insecure. They're so terrified that if the truth comes out, yes, did one betrayal. Yo, like that's whack. The way they hurt you. And some of you guys, like when my dad died with the business we had, that my dad worked so hard for it. And it was like, like whatever my dad couldn't accomplish, and God allowed me to you make sure his dreams came alive to expand his business. I did it for him to see his happiness, his joy. And I ask God all the time, God, I don't know this, but I seen my dad didn't wasn't able to get it off the ground. Can you help me help him? And and he blessed me that way. And my dad was still greedy as fuck. Don't get me. He was very arrogant, but I love him. And I felt good seeing him happy. I always gave him the credit. I honored my father. Like, they would be like, no, you made all these other divisions. No, it was my dad. And everybody knew, but I still honored my dad. It made him happy. I just wanted like I put my goals aside and what I'm doing to help people, he didn't allow me. And it was until I got to a certain point where like, yo, man, I've done so much for you. And it was hard to deal with parents like that. Like it's hard. If you know, you know. I never wanted him to pass, but I didn't have no choice. But there's somebody insecure there. I don't know why that went off. But a lot of you guys, let's get back to love because these cards right here is all about love. I had to let that go. I told him last year, if you go to jail, don't worry, honey. That's right. Because for my ladies, you have your intuition and they don't listen. Whoever said that right now, like that betrayal was hard. You could have told them, I don't feel this move. Something about your friend or who you're dealing with, the new person, the new plug, something's not wrong. Your intuition was right. And the risk wasn't worth it. Yo, it destroyed you and the kids. Yo, you can buy you extra snacks. Yo, dude. And he has to learn that way. I mean, you have a little anger towards him, like true, like and it's reasonable. Like, yo, you risked it, and we're here suffering acá. Nobody's helping him, helping you, and he risked his life, but his friends are out here partying, and you're suffering. Fuck. Some of you guys did a lot for even family, only for you to be struggling. No way, no more for some of you guys, and they're terrified that if you're not gonna support them no more. But stepping out, you that are leaving the past behind, this is what you have coming. I don't know. I'm picking up a little bit of the Leo energy, but I was told not to do it yet till tomorrow for whatever reason. But you guys that experienced that was deep. You guys are about to step in this era, and it's gonna shock you because once you let go, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe that I really overcame these things." For some of you guys, these are people still laughing at you because you're like this. I'm gonna do it, God, right? And they're like, "Where's your God?" And it's taking time, and it's meant for them to act that way. God wants you to see their colors. You're believing in God. Look, you're a good woman. You're a good man. You're wanting to help other people, but the people that tripped you up, they're laughing. Yeah, they're never gonna get back up. My aunt wanted too much. Yeah, and they lost somebody that was there for them and didn't care how much I spent. Mm. Wait until you pull back, you see their true colors. And when you pull back and they show you their true colors, secretly behind, don't laugh in front of them. Laugh at how much you tolerated and just tell them, you know what, I still love you even if you're mad at me. And te miras enojada, you still cool as fuck. But a lot of you guys, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I should have done this earlier. And you're having the courage. This is your inner child. And some of you guys, when your inner child, he thought he was going to drag me through hell. And I just you were like, I already know hell, bitch. I've been down there already. They have carnitas de puerquito y todo, but that's not my fucking that's not on my menu no more. Yeah, abandonment could be deep. 44 in the house, baby. 58 watching. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. And this is live, guys. I'm gonna be doing more lives. So make sure you're hitting I don't know how it works with the notification buttons or something. And YouTube is crazy. They've been subscribing, but we ain't paying attention. We're moving forward. We're thankful for YouTube because I wouldn't be here sharing this time with you guys, regardless. And that when you look at things from a higher perspective, YouTube is amazing to me. And that's how God is. Sometimes, he'll discipline us. That's because he loves us. But look, You have to be courageous. Okay, I say this when it comes to love, and you need to be playful, or else you're gonna attract lower vibrational people. For some of you guys, you're gonna meet a person that you're it's gonna make you laugh. This person is so courageous, and you might see this childlike in this person. If you're a lady, you might see this man that is so confident to show you that side of him. And you could be like, yo, we're adults. Yeah, but we don't need to be always serious. If he's courageous enough to make you laugh, be playful, he's gonna be playful in the you know what in the bedroom too, and that's what you're looking for. A person that brags about I do this, I do that, they don't do shit. Be about it. Don't talk about it. Tell them. And some of you guys, this could be you, and you're stepping out into life again. You're looking at God. No matter what, I'm on the edge, God, but I'm trusting you. Make sure you catch me, cabrón. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, make sure you catch me, Lord. And you have your cape on. Either way, if you don't catch me, we have to make this discussion when I see you in heaven. And see, when you play like that, God laughs. Like, yo, God laughs. He's like, yo. And the devil hates it. The devil wants you to be mad, negative, hating God. And when you look at God and say, God, man, you're crazy. I can't believe you allowed me to fucking shit in my pants and not go nowhere. And you be like, I can't believe it. And even your friends, your vibration changes for your friends. These are good friends. They're laughing at you. They're laughing. I told you the mushrooms were fucking powerful. And you could be old, and you're gonna meet new people that you're gonna grow old with, and you're gonna vibe. You're gonna have this amazing vibe, and they're like, "I told you not to eat that many cookies, bitch. They were loaded. I made them myself." And look, so we got the playful, we got the courage, and look how sexy you're gonna look. This is how you're gonna feel. You're gonna embody this energy. For my ladies, you're gonna embody this. You might not even wear panties, and you could be going on a date, like you and your person, if you're together, you're a little older, you're like, you know what, we're not going to lose this passion for each other. I still see you as a cute little puppy like this, and I want you to be mysterious. Maybe I have panties, maybe I don't have them. And he might tell you, shit, I'm commando, I'm letting you right now know. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have a mysterious person, maybe a person you don't know. This could be a secret admirer. This could be somebody from your past, could be changed. Maybe not, maybe so. But there's something mysterious. It could be you that's mysterious. Oh my God, 48, 48. That's good. That's synchronicity. That's something that they're like, whoa, yes, I'm ready. Cause you could have went through this heartbreak, and it could have been you could be in regret because it could have happened because of you. It could have happened because of you. But I want you guys to really understand. Don't take accountability. Be like, yo, I fucked it up. Ni modo, what do I do? I could cry about it, or I could accept it and move forward. Cause yo, you're gonna be on cloud nine. You're gonna reach the top, and you're gonna be like, la chingada, let go of somebody that wasn't for me. And look, you're gonna be thriving spiritually, and somebody's gonna be confused because you're not chasing. You're not chasing after them. You're not even thinking about them. I heard that song, Computer Love. I wanna be your man. He's gonna be goofy like that. I wanna be your man. That computer song. This person like could be nerdy. Like, yo, I like to be nerdy as funk. Like, I don't care no more. I never did, to be honest with you, but I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I'd rather be goofy with the person that I love, that I bond with, that I enjoy the chemistry, the sex, however. I'd rather be goofy like this. And I expect that from my person. I don't want them to be, I don't want to do it. I'm tired. Nah, shit ain't for me. No. And some of you guys put it in the comments. You're like, no, I want somebody that's playful. Who cares if it doesn't get up? That playful. Like, yo, I understand, but who cares? Like, be goofy. Yo, I had next it would be like, but it's not getting up. I don't want it to get up yet. she would be mad. She thought I was lying. And maybe she experienced that with her other dude. And I'll be like, I'm not ready. Just chill. Let me smell you. Let me play with you. Let me see your butt jiggle. Let me see you smile. Let me see you flirt with me. Be seductive. No, look at it. And she was traumatized. Maybe the other person didn't do that. And I'll be like, all right, come here. And then I would turn the switch. Y olvídate. It was on. And I still would be like, yo, take it easy. We're not in a hurry. This is not a quickie. Even my quickies are slow. And some of you guys could be in this energy. You're meeting somebody like that. And look, mysterious and sexy. Hmm. It says infringed, violated, proud. And then look, see, somebody had you in this energy. Nobody wants to be around this. Yo, if you want love, nobody wants to be in this. And if you're a man, you don't want to be in this position like, fuck, me cagué, I'm sorry. But you don't want to feel like this. You could feel on top of the world. What this is giving me this for this last message, and I'm gonna end it. Like, look, this you could be on top of the world and not have the right person with you. So what good does it do to have all this? Everybody see you a certain way, and you don't have no love, no passion. You feel like this, like fuck, I don't have nobody to be with me. Look, I wouldn't want to be that. I like, yo, wow, God put me here in reality, and my other life, I was, like I said, I put my dad first. I was the one behind the scenes. I liked it that way. Nobody knew me. They just knew who Pelón y que sabe qué, el Toro Preto, and I have all kinds of nicknames. Now I'm here. What the fuck do I do? But to move forward, So yes, for some of you guys, you're this could be even a person that left you behind, and they feel all proud. They even think that they tell everybody that you weren't the shit when you was, and behind the scenes, they're missing you like crazy. Man or woman, they're like, fuck, I let go for being greedy, too proudful. I let go of a real one. Put in the comments, they let go of a real one and they regret it. Do they regret it? They're confused. Are they coming here? I don't know. Look, betrayed and deception. And here you are being creative as fuck. And you may be avoiding them. And they're patiently like, yo, are you gonna call me? Some of you guys are like, yo, I did everything I said I was gonna do. Like if you're dealing with somebody that was supposed to leave their person and you left your person and they left you hanging, fuck that. Let them get their karma. You did everything you said. Now you they're in regret. Now they're heartbroken because you ain't chasing. You healed and God told you keep your eyes forward. And for some of you guys, if you contact them, that's God telling you contact them, and then God sees their reaction because you ain't chasing. You did your part, and you got karma for it because it wasn't right that it was a leaving. Y'all both were leaving somebody, and then one strung you along, and then here you are struggling. They didn't. Um, what did they say? What am I hearing? They didn't. Hmm, they didn't. The part of the deal. They didn't do their part of the deal. No, they let you fucking drown, and they were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm too scared. I'm not leaving my person." And they left you hanging, and now they're gonna be in this energy because they lost a real one. Sometimes God, I'm hearing this. God will allow you to see a person struggling like they were successful, and both of you guys were supposed to come in together, but you or the other person sees them struggling and leaves them there. They were like they pull back, and you see them working. This is what I'm getting. They're struggling, working, but they're not sad. They're happy now, and they're waiting for your person to come in to do their part of the deal. Is what I'm hearing, and they don't do it because they settled over here. Guess what? God is gonna place somebody there to replace that person, and both of you guys are gonna skyrocket because that person is a gold digger, man or woman, and they're seeing, oh my God, I might lose it all too. Yo, it was leaping. Remember we seen courageous somewhere in here. It was them wanting. Were they courageous enough to take the risk? They were courageous enough to break up your family, but they weren't courageous enough to come through. And they're gonna have to watch you with somebody else, and they know it. That's why they're like this. And here you are being creative, minding your own business. You could be avoiding them too. You're like, no, 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 no. Stay your ass over there where you betrayed me. See, you didn't expect that. Hmm. I don't know who needed to hear that. This was a good reading, guys. 52 in the thing. 53. Thank you guys for your likes, your shares, for the time you're spending, and please don't be in this energy. Okay, just know they're terrified. That's what I'm hearing. Anything else? Look, I love me a shy woman, even if you're pretending. Not really, but I love it. Look at this look. Look how cute you looking. Especially you're like, oh my god, Infinite. I can't believe you're taking your pants off. Is really? Oh my god. Look, I need to go to sleep. You're gonna be laughing. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna be joyful. You're gonna wake up amazing. But look, my ladies, I'm gonna stress it out. There's nothing more beautiful than you being in your feminine energy. Don't allow these bitches out here that, oh fuck that, you're independent. You gotta treat a man a certain way. No, a woman is beautiful when she knows how to handle her masculine energy, but she's in this energy. Look how sexy that looks from a man's point of view. Look at that. Oh my god, I would be like, this is all mine. That's what she's like. Oh, todo es mío. Todo, mija. No te preocupes, chiquita. Right here, look. And you think the last person you were with, they were like, oh, you're this, you're never gonna. No, you get into this energy. Oh my god, they'll fight for you. It's powerful. That's mine. That's mine. I make her feel like that. There's a person from your past. You're never gonna find one. Nobody's gonna make you. Bullshit. You look at this. You're like, oh my god, thank you, Lord. This one's bigger than my last one. Oh, and look at it. It's grande. Grande. You even speak in Spanish. I like it. You smell good. Did you just do a line of coca? And you didn't give me one? Oh my God, but I got you a little bag over here. No te preocupes. Periquito, periquito. That's what I'm hearing in my channel. Look, some these two fuckers are looking back and they could have plotted against you. Oh my God, they're happy. Oh Lord. Now they're crushed because they're like, I thought you said they were dirty. No, your inner child, look, both of you guys, and they're like, oh my God, why? Hmm. Look, they're gonna be shocked. Or for some of you guys, you're gonna be like this. This is too like I'm shocked, and you're like, oh my god, this is all for me. And this could be like they buy you a car. They're like, oh my god, you really had money. This person could act like they don't have money, and they're testing you. That's why I said that earlier. And for some of you guys, you're like, oh my god, this one is like this, and it actually está straight, or I don't know. Look, focus. This some of you guys, you could be shocked, and it could be not sexual. It could be like, yo, this person really works. Like this person has a routine or something. Like they're so focused when it comes to you, like attending you. You like this? How did you know I like this? Because this person pays attention to you. And you're gonna be shocked or you're gonna be shy. And this person can be like, yes, I am the man. For some of you guys, I know what you like. And you're gonna be shocked, like, yo, you hit it. And for some of you guys, you threw it out there like a shit test, but not really. And this actually person is paying attention when it comes to your love. Hmm. And this person is proud to be with you. This is not a person that's trying to hide you. Oh, you don't. I don't know, because some of you guys have somebody that like you want to meet their family. It makes you feel like shit. They don't. They're scared. They're intimidated. For some of you guys, their family could be one of those like they just put a lot of pressure on your person and maybe regulations. You can't get remarried. Who's gonna want you with 3 kids? Maybe a father, brother, sister could be telling them that. And then this person comes along and is loving you like this and proud to see you. Even if they look like this, you're like, I don't care what I'm the one jumping on this peg, or ma, dad, sis, bruh. And this person can look like this, and all of a sudden, when you guys are together, look polished, successful, successful, both of you guys, and they're gonna be triggered because the person you get with next, even if they don't accept them. They man or woman, they say you're never gonna build with this person. No, they're gonna be fucking triggered. Put it in the comments. They're gonna be triggered from this next move that God has for me. Look at you. Calladito. Se miran más bonitos. And somebody's in this energy. Lonely. This could be you, and this is about to happen, actually. They said, no, don't be thinking that you're gonna blend in. Oh, I'm gonna be lost here. No, you're a target. Like the devil's looking for you, trying to keep you knocked down. But no, God has something for you. Red could be significant, and that's a lot of passion. Like you have a lot of passion for love. Look, don't go. I'll suck your dick for an hour. I shouldn't have said it like that, but it came out like that. Come on. Yo, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna have to do membership, so I think there's less restrictions, right? Y'all let me know if that's it. I'm gonna study it tomorrow. If I could do that, or if there's no restriction. Hey man, there's 2 of these. Confused and confident. Oh shit, I didn't even know. Look. Somebody's going from confused to confident. Yep. I am a child of God. I am a child of woman. And look, chingado with the red. Somebody's like, oh my God, that's my ex. And then she's like, that's your fucking ex. That bitch is on YouTube. That bitch is on fucking OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. That bitch is, and they're jealous. She's even like, I can't believe if she dumped you, what am I doing with you? I don't know. Let's not be that cruel. All right, guys, that's what I have for you, okay? Have an amazing morning. For my people from the other side of the world, you're all about to go to sleep. You guys are already on Monday. Those are my people from the future. I'm coming back from the future. So for my people on this timeline, keep pushing forward, okay? And don't be stressing out. Leave that shit alone. Give that to God. God, I give you all this stress. And then become this shy. This is you, like, okay, I want to learn something new. I don't really know how to do that. Happy Sunday, yes. Saludos a todos. There's this song, if you guys speak Spanish, Desvelado, from Bobby Pulido, right? From Bobby Pulido. Voy desvelado. Somebody misses the shit out of you. Look, quiet love. Just be quiet. It's coming to you. All right. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you for your time and your likes, your shares again. And this is live. Expect more lives tomorrow, today, early today. And look, be merry, be joyful. Okay. Thank you guys. Some of you guys are like, fuck, I want to go to sleep. Where's my dude?